Okay, so in this video, I'm going to do a little education on specifically guaranteed issue companies and their chargeback policies that you really need to be aware of, because I think it'll make a big impact on which policies that you sell. My name is David Duford, owner of Duford Insurance Group. I train and recruit agents nationally to sell final expense, Medicare, and annuities, both over the phone or face-to-face. So the purpose of putting this video together is to talk about a subject that really is kind of glossed over. Truthfully, I haven't really talked a lot about it. I kind of talk about it at times when it comes up, and it's come up enough that I think it's important to do a formal topic or formal video on the topic, just to make you guys out there aware, if your upline or trainer or manager hasn't discussed this with you, on what and how guaranteed issue works from a chargeback standpoint. So there are, in the independent final expense broker world, three main guaranteed issue carriers. By the way, if you're brand new, guaranteed issue are no questions asked companies that can get anybody approved as long as they fit the age range. The catch is there's a period of time that has to pass before the coverage becomes into full effect, typically 2 years as independent agents, sometimes as long as 3 years with other products. But there's a catch to getting your clients, even with the worst health conditions, approved for coverage, and that's part of it. The other part is how long you're on the hook in case the client dies before they reach the full effect period. So with most companies out there in the guaranteed issue world, you have a chargeback provision. That means if your client dies within the first 2 years of the effective date of their policy, you as the agent take the full brunt of the chargeback. It doesn't matter if they die 1 day before the effective date comes into force. Your client is now responsible. Your client only gets their premiums back plus 10% interest, but you as the agent are responsible for paying back that chargeback, that commission that you had earned well over a year ago. Now you might think, hey, I didn't know this isn't fair. Why would I want to do something like this? Well, part of the problem is that the clients that we have are in such bad health that end up going to these guaranteed issue companies. And as a measure and a way to control for the business quality and the profitability of the product, this is one of the measures that many of these guaranteed issue companies employ. But obviously it can be potentially a bad thing as a final expense agent to all of a sudden get hit with a huge chargeback years after seemingly you wrote a policy on a client. So what do you do to handle this? How can you avoid this particular chargeback issue? Well, there's one company specifically that offers the contingency. If your client dies beyond the first 9 months of the effective date, then you are fully protected from any types of chargebacks if they die after that point. That company is called Great Western Life Insurance Company. They're one of the 3 guaranteed issue products that we offer in the Duford Insurance Group. And when I was a personal producer several years back, full-time, they were my first choice in writing business with them. And part of that reason is because of the chargeback protection. Simply put, Great Western has a great guaranteed issue product, and if I'm sitting down with somebody and I can't qualify them for another product, I always felt that writing a guaranteed issue plan with Great Western provided an extra layer of protection had my client passed away from some kind of natural death before the first 2 years are up, but after the first 9 months. So I felt like I was protecting what I'd earned a lot quicker by writing a guaranteed issue policy with Great Western versus some of these other products as well. But it comes at a cost. Great Western is typically a little higher priced in premiums than, say, the other 2 major carriers that are out there. So I had to be comfortable, and you have to be comfortable writing at a slightly, maybe 10 or 20% higher price point. But for me in my business, when I was a personal producer in the field, that's the decision I made. I wanted to write business with them because that was something of concern to me. As an agent, the one thing I hate more than anything is chargebacks, and you will too if you stay in this business long enough, and I wanted to prevent them. And I would much rather have less chargebacks, meaning a higher first-year persistency, quality business stays on the books, than a higher average case size, but with lower persistency and then higher chargebacks. So that's how I ran my business personally. But if you're interested in this product, we can help you with it if you don't have it. I offer this to anybody that's a final expense agent actively producing that wants to mix into their product offerings a really good guaranteed issue product. It's a very simple product to sell. The rates aren't that bad. They've got great range and age range, 40 to 80 years old, guaranteed issue availability, minimum 1,000 face, maximum 40,000 face. And they'll do e-apps, they'll do telesales as well, and they'll take direct express as well, and they advance commissions on issue for checking account business. So if you're interested in more about this, if you don't already have them, feel free to reach out to me at davidduford.com/contact. I'll give some information on how they work. If you already have Great Western and you didn't know this about them, I would consider possibly using them a little bit more frequently. I think the juice is worth the squeeze on this one because you just don't know what you're going to get into sometimes with these, unfortunately, guaranteed issue cases. Hope you enjoyed this video. David Duford here at davidduford.com, logging out. We'll see you next time. Talk to you later.